والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قد أفلح من تزكاها وذكر اسم ربه فصلى صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم عليه. All praises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator, controller of this entire universe. May the choicest blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon our Nabi, Nabiullah, Habibullah, Sarkar Madina, Ruh Hasina, Nabi Kareem, Raufur Rahim, Rahmatan lil Alameen, Sayyidul Mursaleen, Khatam al-Nabiyyin, Imamul Anbiya, Ahmad Mujtaba, Muhammad Arbi, Muhammadur Rasulullah, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa barak wa sallim. Elders, youngers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. میں بروں سے لاکھ برا سہی میں بروں سے لاکھ برا سہی مگر میرا ان سے ہے واسطہ مگر میرا ان سے ہے واسطہ میری لاج رکھ لے میرے خدا میری لاج رکھ لے میرے خدا یہ تیرے حبیب کی بات ہے
سبحان اللہ
یہ تیرے حبیب کی بات ہے صلی اللہ تعالی علیہ وسلم. Alhamdulillah, Allah Pak has allowed us to enjoy the blessed days and nights of Ramadan al-Kareem, and Alhamdulillah ta'ala, we have now arrived to the blessed day of Eid al-Fitr, which is nevertheless a day of great blessings in the calendar of Islam. Alhamdulillah, this is a day in which Hazur alayhi salatu wassalam has made much mention, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, people often get into this thing where they're upset because Ramadan Kareem has passed. This isn't a day of being sad that Ramadan Kareem has passed. Ramadan Kareem, it came and it played its course for us. But upon its expiry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to the Muslims the day of Eid al-Fitr. It's a day of celebration. It's a day of enjoying for the Muslimin, for their hard works and efforts throughout the month of Ramadan Kareem. We shouldn't be sad that Ramadan Kareem has got, spend the day in sadness. Of course, it would be beautiful if we could have Ramadan Kareem, but this is the way Allah had set His system. 30 days, 29 days, Ramadan Kareem. And this, think of it like the ulama speak about this, and they say it's like, it was like a crash course or training that we were sent on. All right, prices for everything were reduced. Everything discounts. You read Nawafil Ibadat, you get the reward of a fard. All right, you read fard, then you get the reward of 70 fard.
Wow.
All day we're fasting. All day we're fasting. And when we break our fast at the end of the day, and all we're thinking about is doing our wudu and getting to the masajids. Praying Salatul Taraweeh and nourishing our hearts and our souls and our ears with the recitation of the Quran Kareem, with the recitation of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All month long like this, and we're constantly in worry. When is Sehri time, when does Sahur finish, when is Iftar, when's the next Salah time, and this is the way we've spent our month, and it goes very, very quickly. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He states in the Quran Kareem, this time of Ramadan al-Kareem, the reason for this, that He says that, why we have been prescribed fasting, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَأَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you become God-fearing people. So you can become pious. And muttaqi are those people who are God conscious and they are aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all times. They're aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what the system of Ramadan al-Kareem creates. It creates this God consciousness and awareness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Rabbul Alameen, at all times. And there's this atmosphere and everybody's enjoying the blessings of Ramadan al-Kareem. But ultimately what the ulama say is this month of training is not so Eid al-Fitr we can drop down our gods and that's it, the rest of the year we take it easy. No more salah, no more recitation of the Quran al-Kareem, no more coming to the masajids, no more listening to speeches. No. This was training so we can get ourselves into a routine. So Allah says, so we can make you God-fearing, so we can make you from the muttaqi, God-conscious people. And how are we going to become God-conscious? When we continue the system. If we show, and challenge yourself this, and challenge yourself. But those people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was pleased upon, and their ibadat was accepted, maqbool ibadat, you will see them continue the good traits and the good actions and mannerisms that they adopted through Ramadan Kareem, even after Ramadan Kareem. Even after Ramadan Kareem, you see them continue. This is a sign, one of the signs of the acceptance of these people. They'll continue their salah, they'll continue recitation of Quran Kareem, they will continue the good works that they did in Ramadan Kareem. Because look, the thing is this, there's many people, I can tell you right now, there was people here last year, this time, and they're no longer here. And they're no longer here this year. And they didn't get a chance to arrive at this Ramadan Mubarak. They didn't get to sort of enjoy the blessings of Ramadan Kareem this year. And there's no guarantee that we will be here next year. There's no guarantee for that. But one thing is for sure, the practice that you've adopted, consolidate it, really continue it, and even on the day of Eid al-Fitr itself. This is a day of great blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I was saying, some of the practices that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, that he, one of the signs of Eid al-Fitr in the people, one of the alamat and the ashar of deen according to the ulama, one of the signs of deen, that on this day of Eid al-Fitr, the Muslimin, they on their faces you can see happiness, you can see great joy and happiness, and you see smiles coming from them. They look happy, the people look happy. This is one of the signs of the people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this day of Eid al-Fitr. And even if they are concealing a great sort of sadness or something that's calamity which struck their life, on this day you will see them with smiles and happiness. And those people who do that, there's a form of acceptance in these things, and Allah's rahmah is upon the people who do these kind of things. They're doing this because this was the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When we adopt these kinds of sunnahs, and this thing that family politics, it's become, as we're drawing to the end of time, what's the problem? Don't know, just don't like each other. Oh, there was that small thing. Oh, there was that small thing. For this day, on this day, drop everything for the sake of Allah. Drop everything for the sake of Allah. Do it for the sake of Allah. And not, is he going to say salam to me first? You say salam to him. Go and see them. Go to their homes. And especially if they're ill people and if they're unwell, you should definitely go to see them. And ask about their health. Ask them how they are and make dua for them. Because the ulama say, and they bring a hadith that, if you go and visit somebody who is unwell, and you ask about their health, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instates 70,000 angels to make dua maghfirah for you that day. Dua maghfirah for you on that day. So these are from, accepted acts and, verified acts of Islam that we should be implementing. Now, the verse that I recited in the opening, قَدْ أَفْلَهَ مَنْ تَذَكَّرَ وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the Mufassirin, they commentate on this. And they say that indeed those people were successful. قَدْ أَفْلَهَ مَنْ تَذَكَّرَ, who cleansed themselves. They did tazkiyah enough. They cleansed themselves. And they remembered the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And fasalla, and they prayed. And ulama have written, the ulama mufassirin, many of them have written that this refers to that worship that we did in the month of Ramadan al-Kareem. That worship that we did in Ramadan al-Kareem. and those those long fasts that we did all day long, and we stayed hungry for the sake of Allah. And we weren't only fasting with our mouths and our stomachs, we were fasting with our eyes, and we were fasting with our hands. There's many things that we're restricted from doing, but we did that for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Allah Rabbul Alameen. And the khutbah that gets given on the Eid al-Fitr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, within the context of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is talking to His angels. And He's talking to His angels about His people who attend the Eid al-Fitr Salah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about them, with much pride. And He said, look at these people of mine. All month they fasted for me. And the nights they spent, in Qiyamul Layl, in Salatul Taraweeh, and they were listening to the words of the Quran al-Kareem. And today they have come for Eid al-Fitr. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking to the angels about His people. And in pride, He's and He's happy and He's celebrating with His angels about these people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And something, and I say this is one of the biggest things, and my teachers have always said this to me. They said, one of the biggest reasons why we have calamities in our life is because we left the Quran. Because we left the Quran. And this month which has passed was the month where the Quran al-Kareem was revealed upon us. And alhamdulillah ta'ala, for those people who weren't able to recite it, and those people who attended for Qiyamul Layl, Salatul Taraweeh, they were able to listen to it. And the nur of the Quran was, we were experiencing the nur of the Quran with our ears, and our hearts, and our minds were being nourished. But continue this practice. And no one's telling you to read, a whole para a day, even if it's just one report a day. Even if it's just one report a day. Even if there's something on your phone, you screenshot, there's a certain surah you like, and you wish to read it. For example, Surah Mulk, there's 30 verses of the Quran, many ahadith of the Prophet ﷺ on Surah Mulk. Right? For those people who recite it at night, it's a great form of protection for them, and it is also a means for them to enter Jannah, inshallah. And there's also a hadith to say that you'll be protected from the azab al-qabr, for those people who recite Surah Mulk. And these are sahih hadiths that I'm telling you about. And another thing I'll tell you, the ulama say those people who can recite Surah Mulk properly, all the rules of tajweed are in there. If you can recite that properly, you can recite the entire Quran al-Kareem. With tajweed, you can recite the entire Quran al-Kareem. May Allah give us the ability to recite His book in a proper way and in a proper manner, inshallah ta'ala aziz. It's key, and it's so important that we continue these practices and we remain steadfast in the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't let your efforts go to waste. Don't wait till next year again. Fast on Fridays, on Thursdays. This was Sunnah of the Prophet. Monday and Thursdays if you can. This is Sunnah of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The days, inshallah aziz, will be getting shorter in due course, and it will be easier for you. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh al-mubin.